How much does a new Airbnb listing make in the first month? If you've come across this video, you are likely new to the short-term, vacation, Airbnb, whatever you want to call it, rental market, and wondering how much does a new Airbnb rental listing make in its first month. And in today's video, we'll be looking at this Airbnb property here and dive into how much it made on Airbnb during its first month, how many days it was booked during that month, and my thoughts on the entire process of listing a new vacation rental property on the platform. Welcome to my channel, Jobin, where we together learn to invest, manage, and profit from real estate investing. Tap that like button, subscribe to my channel for more informational videos like this one. So how much does a new Airbnb listing make in its first month? There are factors that influence income. Before we get into the specific amounts this property made in its first month, it's important to understand that the income of a new Airbnb listing in its first month can vary based on several factors, including the obvious one, location of the property. The destination, population, and demand for vacation rentals in your area will have a significant impact on your earning potential. For example, this property is located in Tampa, Florida, with convenient access to downtown Tampa and St. Petersburg, with just a short 10-minute drive to the airport. Also, the size, amenities, upgrades, and uniqueness will also contribute to the property's earning potential, such as the number of bedrooms, bathrooms, kitchen facilities, parking availability, and perks like a pool or a view will also influence the nightly rate that you will be able to ask while attracting more guests. This property here is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath pool home that sleeps up to 6 to 8 people, which allows me to price this property at a higher nightly rate. This leads to the next factor that will affect your potential monthly income, which is your pricing strategy. Setting the right price is crucial for maximizing your earnings. Overprice your property and you will likely hear crickets. It's essential to conduct market research and analyze comparable listings to determine a competitive nightly rate for your property. There are a number of tools available to help you do this, such as AirDNA, Airbnb, C-Transparent, and Mash Advisor that can help you with this, but at the bare minimum, just jump on Airbnb, VRBO, and bookings.com and search for available vacation rental comps in your area to really dial in the nightly rate. Lastly, seasonality and demand. The time of year and local events can affect the demand for your short-term vacation rental bookings, potentially increasing your income during peak seasons or decrease bookings during the slow or off season. Seasonality definitely plays a part. Now for the fun part, let's talk numbers and look into how this new Airbnb property performed during its first month while being live on the market. This property I listed April 25th, 2023 under a new Airbnb host account, which means I didn't have any previous reviews as a host or platform presence whatsoever. I listed it at $390 a night initially and only got one booking for a 4-night stay from May 3rd to May 7th, equating to a host payout of $1,852.70. But from April 25th to May 7th, I hadn't received any other bookings, so I adjusted the price to $300 a night, and that just seemed to be the sweet spot. After adjusting the nightly rate, I received 4 more bookings in the month of May, equating to a total of 18 occupied nights or an occupancy rate of 58.1%, with a gross income of $9,060. And after all expenses, an owner payout of $8,084.38, which I was absolutely astonished by for just 1 full month of operating to bring in that much money. Obviously, there are many factors that contribute to the amount of money you can make on Airbnb during a property's first month. But to be honest, I didn't think this property would generate as much as it did right away in its first month on Airbnb as a new host. So if this Airbnb property can do it, I don't see why it won't work for you. And if you are in a popular tourist destination or a city with high demand for short-term vacation rentals, that isn't oversaturated, a well-managed and attractive listing could generate a significant amount of money for you in just the first month alone. You do want to manage expenses and increasing your profitability. One thing you'll want to keep in mind when hosting an Airbnb listing is that it does come with expenses like any business, which can impact your net earnings if you're not managing your expenses properly. Some common expenses include fees or Airbnb fees, because Airbnb charges hosts a service fee, typically around 3% of the booking subtotal, and applies a hosting fee ranging from 14% to 20% based on a number of various factors. Also, cleaning and maintenance costs. Cleaning fees and general maintenance expenses should be factored into your monthly budget. I have a set cleaning fee that the guests are required to pay if they book, and you can add that requirement for your property listing as well. Mine for this particular property is $350 a stay. You also want to be conscious of taxes. Be sure to account for any local taxes or regulations related to short-term rentals in your area. You should also get the proper city, county, and state license or permits needed to legally operate your new vacation rental property. And then just your everyday household expenses. For example, with this property, I had purchased super nice white sheets and beddings for the guests and all the beds, but to help our cleaners be more efficient during turnovers, I needed another full set for all the beds, which costed me about 500 bones in the first month. But since I did that, they can now run through their check-ins and check-out cleanings more efficiently with the full another set of bedding. Also, I completely forgot to supply hand towels and hand soap, so that also equates into an expense for everyday essential items for the property. Unfortunately, dish soap doesn't cut it for some. They really like to wash their hands. And let me tell you, you will likely forget something on your first property listing if you don't have a good onboarding inventory checklist. I did it. Now, to help increase the profitability of your Airbnb listing and help you generate the most amount of income for your property in the first month, use the acronym OOP, which stands for Optimize Your Listing, Offer Competitive Pricing, Provide Excellent Guest Experience. Implement the OOP, Optimize Your Listing. To do this, create an appealing listing with high quality photos and a detailed, catchy description, and highlight the unique features of your property. Create the entire listing profile on Airbnb. The more detailed your profile is, the better. Offer competitive pricing. Regularly review and adjust your pricing strategy to stay competitive and attract more guests. Had I not adjusted the price early on, I likely would not have generated the income I did for this property in the first month. Every property will always rent for the right price. And the P in OOP is provide excellent guest experience. It's very easy. Positive review and guest satisfaction are key to attracting more bookings down the road and repeat guests over time. And that's by providing best-in-class hospitality, and you'll start building a solid reputation. Commit to the OOP. So there you have it. While it is challenging to predict the exact amount a new Airbnb listing property will generate for you in the first month, understanding the factors that influence potential earning can help you make informed decisions to better position your vacation rental property for success. Remember to research your local market, analyze similar listings, manage expenses along with the OOP acronym, and you'll have a greater likelihood for success. And who knows, maybe you'll be as surprised as I was with how much you can really make on an Airbnb vacation rental. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. I'd love to hear how your new Airbnb performs. Comment below anything you learned during your experience that you think other real estate investors, hosts, and rental property owners would like to hear. Until next time, take it easy out there. Cheers.